Hello, viewers and well meaning Nigerians. Welcome back once again to the channel. I'm really glad you are here because today's story will shake you, make you think, and hopefully wake us up as Nigerians. Now, you've probably seen the trending news already. Canada declaring APC and PDP as terrorist organizations. Whether you believe it or not, whether you see it as exaggerated, controversial, or politically motivated, let's pause and think deeply about what this means. Because if foreign nations are now beginning to associate our ruling parties with terrorism, corruption, and destabilization, then what does that say about the image of Nigeria to the rest of the world? What does it say about the political culture that has dominated our country for decades? And most importantly, what does it say about us, the ordinary citizens who have endured their misrule? Now, before some people start shouting propaganda or fake news, let's strip this thing down to its meaning. When a nation like Canada, respected internationally, classifies political organizations in Nigeria as being associated with terrorism, it is not just about semantics, it is about perception, about image, and about consequences. It tells the world that the Nigerian political class, especially the two dominant parties, are no longer seen as institutions of democracy, but as groups that fuel instability, poverty, insecurity, and violence. Think about that for a moment. For years, we have been shouting about how APC and PDP are two sides of the same coin. We've said over and over again that these are the same recycled politicians moving from one party to the other, enriching themselves, impoverishing the people, and weaponizing poverty to stay in power. We've said it so many times that it has become a cliche. But when a foreign country begins to echo what Nigerians already know, it should hit us differently. It should shake us to the core. It should tell us that our shame has gone global. Because let's be honest, is it a lie? Look around you today. Nigeria is one of the most terrorized countries in the world. Bandits, Boko Haram, unknown gunmen, kidnappers everywhere. Billions budgeted for security, yet no results. Who controls the budget? Who releases the funds? Who pockets the money meant to fight terrorism? The same politicians in APC and PDP. If insecurity keeps thriving, if terrorists keep getting stronger, is it not fair for outsiders to begin to wonder if there are powerful hands in government that benefit from chaos? After all, war and insecurity is big business. Someone is supplying arms, someone is eating contracts, someone is profiting while the masses are dying. And let's not even pretend that political violence is foreign to us. Every election cycle, Nigerians see thugs sponsored by politicians, ballot boxes snatched, voters beaten, innocent people killed. Who funds these thugs? Who gives them cover? Who turns around and celebrates victory while families are mourning? APC and PDP politicians. So when Canada calls them terrorist organizations, should we really be surprised? But let's not just make this about labeling. Let's unpack what this means for the ordinary Nigerian. If political parties are seen as terrorist linked, it means Nigerians abroad could face more stigma. It means investors will see Nigeria as a risky, unstable country. It means our passports, our visas, our businesses could be treated with suspicion. The corruption and violence that we allowed to fester at home is now staining us globally. That is the real cause. It's not just about APC or PDP, it's about Nigeria as a whole. Now, let's flip the coin. Why is it that Nigeria, with all its human and natural resources, has sunk so low that the world now equates our politicians with terrorists? It is because for too long the people have been docile. We've been quiet. We've accepted crumbs. We fought each other over tribal and religious sentiments, while the same politicians united to loot us dry. They still in Abuja, divide us in Kano, Lagos, Enugu, and Kaduna, and then laugh at how gullible we are. We've allowed them to normalize failure, normalize corruption, normalize bloodshed, and today the world sees us as a failed state. But here's the good news. We can change this narrative. We can rise up and prove that Nigerians are better than the thieves who rule us. We can reject the political culture of APC and PDP that has brought us nothing but pain. We can build a new Nigeria by uniting around credible leaders, by demanding accountability, by refusing to sell our votes for a bag of rice, by insisting on electoral reforms that make rigging impossible. This is the only way forward. Look at the young people of Nigeria. Look at the NSAS protest. Look at the obedient movement. These are signs that Nigerians are not completely dead inside. There is still fire in us. There is still passion. There is still hope. We need to channel that energy not just during elections, but every day. Hold your local government chairman accountable. Question your governor. Challenge your senator. Demand transparency from your president. Don't just leave politics for politicians, because if you do, they will continue to destroy the country while you suffer. And let's be practical. What are some solutions? First, we must push for strong electoral reforms. No election results should be announced without live transmission from polling units. No more manual collation that allows rigging. Technology must be our weapon. We must strengthen civic education. Too many Nigerians don't even understand how government works. They don't know their rights. They don't know how to demand accountability. We need to educate ourselves, our families, and our communities. We must reject money politics. As long as we keep collecting 2,000 naira, Maggi, and rice during elections, we will keep suffering. Politicians buy our votes cheaply and then steal billions from us. Enough is enough. We need to protect and support independent media and investigative journalism. Without truth, democracy dies. The media must stop being megaphones for politicians and return to their duty of exposing corruption. Now, some of you may say, but we've been talking about this for years. Nothing changes. That's true. But nothing will ever change if we give up. Change is not automatic. It is fought for. Look at South Africa under apartheid. Look at the civil rights struggle in America. Look at Ghana when they said enough and changed their politics. Nigerians must decide that enough is enough. So, my fellow citizens, the shameful declaration of the APC and PDP as terrorist organizations by Canada should not just be seen as foreign interference. It should be seen as a wake-up call. It is the world holding up a mirror to us, saying, look at what you have allowed your country to become. And we have two choices. Either we get angry and keep defending our oppressors, or we channel that anger into action, into transformation, into building the Nigeria we deserve. Let me ask you this. How many more years of suffering can we endure? How many more youths must die on the road to Europe? How many more families must be destroyed by kidnappers? How many more graduates must roam the street jobless while politicians' children drive Lamborghinis abroad? How much longer can we continue like this? Nigeria is our country, not APC's country, not PDP's country, not the politicians' country. It is our country, the people's country. If they have dragged us so low that Canada now sees our parties as terrorists, then it is time for us to rise and reclaim our dignity. Enough is enough. My brothers and sisters, this is not just a story for headlines. It is a call to action. If you love Nigeria, if you want a future for your children, if you believe we can do better, then now is the time to get involved. Don't just sit back and complain. Don't just laugh it off. Use your voice, use your vote, use your influence. Let's change this narrative together. And with that, I want to thank you for staying with me through. If you feel the pain of what I've said, if you feel the urgency, please don't let it stop here. Hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comment section. I want to hear from you, whether you agree or disagree. Share this video widely so more Nigerians can hear this message, because the more aware we become, the harder it will be for them to deceive us. And of course, subscribe to this channel for more bold, truth-centered content. We will continue to speak truth to power, no matter how uncomfortable it is. Together, we can awaken Nigeria. Together, we can make change happen. Thank you, and God bless Nigeria.